No! Damn it!
You can play against Trav and you might even win. But at the end of the day, the show's still named after him. Trav versus. Did you catch that? It's a subtle play on words. Trav versus. Just be happy that this theme song isn't yours.
Well, hello there, and welcome to Traverses, where we've got Marjorie is going to be our special guest here this evening.
Much
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I miss you all.
There is so much blue. Mostly because that screen right there is not even going to be where you're playing from. You're playing from a laptop that's in front of you right there.
What?
And people are going to see it on their screen here. Well, let's make sure that we have audio and all that, though, because this is definitely a weird setup. There's no question about that.
Mm-hmm.
So feel free to join the chat room if you guys haven't already.
Join us.
We're having you play games from the book Ready Player One.
What?
And the important distinction is the book Ready Player One, because having just saw the movie in theaters, most of the games that are mentioned in that book are not shown in the movie.
They're not shown, but they are mentioned.
They're referenced. Like, you'll see them in the background. Well, you know, especially, like, I noticed, like, for example, Joust was one of them that I happened to notice that was there in the background. So, like the way that it works with this, with MAME, though, I'm going to need you to use that mouse right there that's next to the laptop and go to where it says Joust, white-green label, and try double-clicking on that, and let's see if that works. First of all, we're gonna,
Joust.
we're gonna just- yeah, there you go, and then you need just hit any key.
Any key?
Yeah, it's that one.
God, no.
Usually the space bar. So this is essentially what happened. This is the multiple arcade machine emulator. So if you were to plug in a Joust arcade cabinet, that's the test screen that you would have seen on it. So this is basically arcade perfect, or pretty close to arcade perfect version of Joust.
I also saw a sailboat. The opening of the thing. I saw a sailboat, but it's beside the point.
So
I was really looking.
we got to make sure that we get your inputs completely set up the way that they should be here. So we're going to do that. We're going to go input, well, not just this game, but input in general here.
Input.
Let's make sure that it's all set up as it should be. Yeah, that looks good. That looks pretty good, too. Everything should be
Those
ready to roll.
controllers.
So I'm going to hit the two-player button, and in theory, hopefully, your controllers are going to work.
Alright, that's it.
Look at that.
Oh god, what's going on?
What's going on is you're gonna die. Is what's going on. Don't egg you. Come here, birdie. Uh-oh. Yep.
I want it!
Ah, you.
I want it!
I got greedy for eggs.
I want that egg. Woo!
She's gonna take me out. This is crazy. No. Damn it. She's beating me because she doesn't actually know how to play. She's just insane. That's just how this is. Wait.
Come here.
Do you know what you're doing?
No!
Yeah, okay, so the object outside of getting eggs is to be above the target. Just
Yes.
like that. So,
See, he can even tell you how to play this one.
so then you go like this, and then
Oh, my person.
it's like you know you're jousting, but on giant ostriches that actually fly. It's kind of fun. So like that. And
My
then
bird.
boom. Wave 3. So not only are we trying to kill each other, but then there's also, oh, by the way, the ground is disappearing, so don't stay on the ground for too long. Also, they get more crazy as it goes, so yeah, these guys get, like, worse. And there's more of them. And then all that happens.
I know I'm flying. I need that egg. I want it. I got it. I want that egg though. I want it. Bird turn! Freaking bird turn! Ow.
All the eggs. All the eggs in one basket!
Oh, player 2 game over. No, player 2, why? But why?
And I think the way that this works, you
Jesus.
don't get
No,
to
God.
rejoin. You don't. There's no option to rejoin.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
It's fine.
Ah,
I'll die.
No! Oh god, it's just so stressful. There's so many of them. It's like constantly push the button to stay above everything too. And then you gotta like constantly be self-aware of your surroundings. And oh god, it's terrible.
This is beautiful.
This is so terrifying. Nerve-wracking. Oh
Ah,
Jousting with horses? No.
no!
birds. Birds. Release the birds.
Oh god! Oh,
And
thy
this is how it
game
works.
is over.
So why don't you go ahead and give it another crack, though?
Ah, eggs. Ah. Oh, the eggs and cracking. Funny.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh.
So now I believe we're actually going to have the correct game listed, that it is Joust that you are playing.
You can play against Travis.
They gave me the bird, and I got it thusly.
So what you're going to need to do is press the number 5 on there. That puts a quarter in the machine. And then press the number 2 to start a 2-player game.
Number 2.
Okay, I'm ready. I know what I'm doing now.
Alright.
If I know what I'm
Yep.
doing, I still don't know what I'm
You
doing.
can kill one another.
I already threw that out.
You killed me. Yeah,
And if you're flying above the other person's head, then you're going to take them out. And then grab their eggs.
catch it in the air, you get more points.
Yep, exactly right. Team Wave, bonus awarded for team play. So if you don't kill one another during this round, you'll get a bonus for that.
So don't try to kill me.
I'm going to kill you?
Then you'll have a Gladiator Wave where you do try to kill one another.
Take out the green one. Not me! Oh god, I bumped into you. Sorry, my bad.
You dick!
My bad.
I was just trying to fly!
Oh shit, this bird's gonna catch up to him now! Get. Ah. Oh,
No
Jesus.
conflict awarded because there was player conflict.
Ah.
Blame Travis.
She bumped into me, sir! She bumped into me! Sir! She bumped into me!
He had it coming!
He had it coming! Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh this is a bad place
Am I
to be.
dead?
This is a bad place to be. Oh god, I think you are.
No, I don't think I'm dead.
Oh no, there you are. You're right there. You're fine. You got one life to live. Get some more points! And then get extra mans! There you go. I'm just handing you points right now. There you go.
Too kind.
Get them points. Get them.
Oh,
also,
darn it,
don't
it's
let
come
them-
back.
Don't let them eggs hatch, though. Because with them eggs hatch. Flap! Flap, you fool!
I died.
Did I die?
No, I died.
Did I die?
I heard the buzzard.
I heard. Oh, the buzzard got me. That's what it was. God damn it! That goddamn pterodactyl.
Yeah, Travis, get it!
Shit! God damn.
Get it, Travis, get it.
It's a stupid freaking death goddamn
Kill
pterodactyl.
him.
No! Don't kill him!
Kill him.
No! Whose side are you on?
I'm on the winning side. Kill him.
Which side is me? It's supposed to be me.
Play against buzzards or
It's not buzzard versus. It's not buzzard versus.
buzzard versus.
It's not buzzard versus. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! No! No!
Buzzard versus.
No!
Oh.
No! Damn you goddamn creepy pterodactyl! Where's Jeff Goldblum when I need him?
Oh.
No!
Life finds a way.
Oh.
That's the most beautiful death.
There really was. Actually,
That's
I
so
love
sick.
the sound of them. It's terrifying when you know what it is.
Oh god! I heard it. I was like, no! It sees me! It sees me!
Yep, it's true. So,
Yeah.
so go ahead and hit your escape button is
Escape.
what you're going to want to actually
Okay.
hit in this case.
Alright.
And we're going to go to the next one.
Oh, but wait,
Um,
we have to rate it.
Well, of course, let's have you rate it here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Joust, that was probably your first time playing it, right?
I would like to rate Buzzard versus,
Buzzard versus.
which I'm gonna say is a solid 7.
It's a solid 7. So, like, probably somewhere. That seems like that would be better than an okay. That'd be a fun.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. So we ever
Okay.
decide to rename it Buzzard versus.
Buzzard versus, because the buzzard won.
versus.
Oh, that game is still fun.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, it's so fun. I just love the constant, like, you're constantly having to flap, but you're constantly having to be, like, panicking and self-aware. It's so much
Carpal
fun.
tunnel.
And you didn't have to go up against a Lich King in order to do it either. So,
No,
yeah.
no, it's so good.
I'm so sad. That's not
Classics, and I
a thing.
know.
That's one of the things.
Mm.
So,
We spoiled rotten on this show.
one of the other things that's mentioned that he was brushing up on a game called Robotron 2084. And that would be the third one listed there. So
Please
why
do
don't we go
crack
to
a
that?
tab.
Mhm.
Play some Robotron.
Yeah. Click OK. Yeah, you got to actually type OK.
Okay.
Aha. Because you're OK. And then spacebar, I believe, here. Same thing. This is if you were to plug in the machine. This
Oh, an
is
elephant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a schooner.
You dumb bastard. It's a sailboat.
So what you probably want to do here, I'm going to make sure that this is set up correctly for you here because I have a tendency to believe this is probably set up incorrectly. So you move there.
Oh my God,
Okay,
Robotron!
this is what I was afraid of. Is the fire button is not set up properly. So we got to set up the input for this game here.
Robotron.
So the right stick up needs to be
One moment while Robotron is being upgraded.
correct.
Hold on.
Pardon us. Pardon.
Right.
Realize you're looking at the computer. I'm looking at that screen. So I'm like,
Yeah, and they
that's
both
better.
work the same way.
I know. I was like, I hope it's like non-delay.
There's that. Everything is moving as it should now. This is a one player at a time game.
Okay.
So
I mean, I could pretend that I'm also playing.
absolutely. So
But
five
it won't be
buttons.
So is it?
Five button is puts a credit in the machine.
Right.
Normally one to start, but I think it's no, it's set up now. So once we hit one, you are ready and rolling.
Is it like?
Yeah, arcade sticks, twin sticks.
Yes. Bring it on.
Move around with the left stick, shoot with the right. This was-
time, bitch.
Exactly. This was the arcade game that popularized the twin stick, where one moves, one shoots.
Oh,
It's
Jesus.
Those are mine.
so you want to save the family and shoot everything else. They can be shot.
Oh, I was like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to shoot. Which one's the family?
They show them in the beginning, like, but you see that it's dad, mom, and kid.
Okay, so shoot the evil looking things.
Yeah, and even if you do shoot the good guys, it won't kill them.
Okay.
So you just shoot everything, basically. This is a very fast game. Historically, I ended up challenging Howard Scott Warshaw, the guy who made E.T. for the Atari, but also made Yard's Revenge for the Atari. At Portland Retro Gaming Expo, I asked if he wanted to play Joust doubles. And he said, Joust isn't really my game, but how about Robotron? He destroyed me at this game.
You should have been like, no, we are playing Joust. Like,
By all rights, I've never been happy to lose.
fair.
Oh God! Those worms, they went into my body.
This is.
I am
I
having
feel like
seizures.
this is a game you shouldn't play if you're epileptic or
Yeah.
you're on LSD.
Go away, worm.
Or
Go away.
maybe you shouldn't.
No, I feel like
Worm.
it's like where your sanity would just take a dive and you'd never be okay again.
Travis with the best score for the moment of 48,000, and I believe you enter your initials not on the keyboard, but it's as if you have a joystick, so
Okay,
you have to treat it just like you would a joystick in the arcade.
Okay, so
And it looks like you fire up to enter a letter.
so okay. All right, my usual thingy. Yep, there it is. All right, and then A, right?
Mhm.
There we go. Hi.
Heck yeah!
Have fun with that insanity.
Ha!
All right, and
Of course
looks
you
like
get 70.
now once again hit the number 5 to put a quarter in. Don't hit 1 yet though. Save the last human family. And it'll give you other directions here too. Inspired by his never-ending quest for progress, in 2084, man perfects the Robotrons, a robot
God.
species so advanced the man is inferior to his own creation.
As you should be.
Guided by their infallible logic, the
Oh,
Robotrons
too fast.
conclude the human race is inefficient and therefore must be destroyed. You are the last hope of mankind.
Reading.
Due to a genetic engineering error, you possess superhuman powers. Your mission is to stop the Robotrons and save the last human family. That's Mommy, that's Daddy, and that's Mikey.
Papa!
I'm glad we read that just because now we know about Mikey. Yeah, the Force of Ground, Roving Unit Network, Terminator, Gaunt, Robotrons seek to destroy you. The Hulk Robotrons seek out and eliminate the last human family. You notice he's indestructible.
Yeah. And they will eat your
If they ever made
family.
this into a movie, I feel like this should be a movie.
Yeah,
Robotron.
and the spheroids and quarks are programmed to manufacture Enforcer and Tank Robotrons.
Huh.
And beware of the ingenious brain Robotrons that possess the power to reprogram humans into sinister progs. Yeah, when that thing comes at you, it's...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so don't let that happen.
Okay.
Yeah, as you struggle to save humanity, be sure to avoid electrodes in your path.
Those are.
All right, so that's the basic gist of it. It's fast action. And press the button. There you go.
Have fun, don't die!
And don't run into anything except people.
Ow!
And for more fun, always join us Thursday nights at 7:30 on Trav versus right here on Twitch!
It's true.
Papa, come here.
Get your mommy and daddy.
Papa.
Are you saying that we're here every Thursday?
Every Thursday.
Usually every Thursday.
Most Thursdays, at least.
Yeah.
Made it to the second wave.
Second wave.
Leave me alone. I got cornered.
It's okay.
Papa.
Don't always fire straight. Sometimes fire
Yeah,
diagonal.
you can fire diagonally, yep.
You can fire all over the place. Get crazy with it. Into that robot. Not that robot. That robot. Yeah.
All the robots.
All the robots.
Done. Now you're moving right along.
There you go. There you go.
I'm scared.
Fire in all
I'm so
directions.
scared. Dance party!
There's Mikey. There you go.
Dance party!
I think Marjorie might be winning now.
I don't know how.
48,900.
Dance party!
She gets to 48,900, didn't
Oh,
she?
48,000. Got it.
She's doing pretty good. Yeah.
Oh,
The idea is use the
Oh.
weapons as like your way to
I
block.
was!
And then you press up on the right stick in order to enter in your level.
Yeah.
Egad. Egg. I see what you did there.
Hey.
That's beautiful. All right, now go ahead and give it another crack, baby.
Crack baby.
Crack, baby!
Crack, baby.
Crack baby. Crack baby. Mommy. Daddy.
Come on!
I have to practice this in case I get the opportunity to have a rematch against Howard Scott Workshop. But
See, I thought you were saying in case you got a chance to get the top score.
oh hell no!
I have faith in you.
The world
Okay.
record on I don't. The world record on this one is probably something that took like 8 hours of gameplay or something.
It's fine. You can do it. It's fine.
I'm gonna look it up just so you know.
Hey, I want to know the record just so I can feel inferior.
Yeah, oh we will on this one.
Mommy.
Mom! Mom! Your son has come for you!
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Oh no.
No.
Egad.
You get.
You. These monkeys!
Give it.
Good lord.
I'm gonna crack open a tab. Somebody.
I can't remember the list. It's crack open the tab, listen to Duran Duran, and play Robotron.
There you go.
There it is! Now I can be Nolan Sorrento.
Oh god. Oh god, I didn't even do as good as they did last time. I am a disgrace. I'm a
Yeah,
disgrace.
So there are a whole bunch of different variations of this.
How are there variations of this?
What it shows is there is what they call the tournament settings. There's the marathon settings. Marathons, like tournament settings, there's a time limit. So with your time limit, the world record is only 813,500. But with marathon settings, where you can keep going, it's 56,882,550. Set in 2015.
Whatever.
I didn't want to like have a life anyway.
Ow.
It's fine. I
Right.
didn't want to do anything with my life except for that. It's fine.
And there's the main version as well. That is the main version. In the actual arcade, it'll be a little different, probably.
Robotrons everywhere. My nightmares about Robotrons. I'm just gonna wake up in a cold sweat. Robotrons!
Although it looks like for the actual arcade version of it's 348,691,680.
Amelia!
I've been drinking the time from that bolt. I was like, oh, my
It
face
was
is
like, it's almost
Oh, that was bowl. That was bowl right there.
Ow!
That was not mommy.
All right.
That's mama.
Mama!
No.
Mama! It's your son! Come to save you.
No, it was not.
That's beautiful.
It was not.
Egg.
So how about Robotron 2084? Marjorie, you say first on this one.
I'm gonna say it's a fun game. It's just very stressful.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it is very
And
stressful.
I'm like, oh, thank God I only had 12 cups of coffee today. It's not like hitting me at all.
Right.
Not anxious. It's fine.
Sure.
It's a good game though. It's
Good
really
game.
just stressful.
How about you, Travis?
Yeah. For the father of Smash Brothers, 'cause,
Oh, is this really the father of Smash Bros?
it's kind of in like the same. It's in that same family, I think. It feels like it. You know, it has that same feel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's fun for its time.
Yeah,
Really.
absolutely.
I mean, I would get a kick out of this in the arcade. I
This
really
was
would.
considered to be
I
one of the
still
great
enjoy
arcade
it, you know,
games,
yeah.
thus one of the reasons it's mentioned in
Yeah,
the regular
I still say super fun for its time. Yeah, and it's super fun right now. It
I'd
really
still
is.
play it.
I would
It's
still
stressful.
play it. I'm playing it right now, and I'm loving it.
You are. All right, so hit the escape button once
Okay.
again. And we have two other ones set aside. Now, one of them, it's in the book, it's talking about how he played it to death, but the version of it in the book was like a first-person perspective. So just bear that in mind.
Yeah.
That would be Black Tiger. That's the one that's up top there. Truth be told, one of them I didn't play in the arcade back in the day. Wasn't
The
really
one
familiar with
game.
it.
The one game.
There was one of them.
Neither of us touched. Actually, I don't know. Black Tiger. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Go ahead and hit your space. It is a Capcom game from 1987.
Black Tiger. God,
So go ahead and hit your number
I
5.
am not.
I believe you might actually be able to do a 2-player, so hit 5
One player
again.
only, it says.
What?
Do 5 again.
Oh.
Now you got 1 or 2.
Woo!
Okay.
So press your number 2, I believe. You might have to also press 1 in a moment, too.
Black.
So this was the one that, when they played it, they ended up getting the mech of their choice after beating it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so long, long ago, 3 dragons descended from skies above with a rolling thunder and destroyed a king something.
Okay, so.
Oh, apparently.
Probably one at a time.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
So if you can imagine this from a first-person perspective.
Okay, so there's jump. Okay, so A is attack, B is jump. Okay.
Good to know. Thank
Good to know. Oh, geez,
Oh.
apparently those are not good. Okay,
Okay, good to know.
to know. Right.
So yeah, now the big player 2 probably.
you.
Yes.
Yeah?
Where to?
Okay, so you said. Oh.
See, it's Ready Player 2. That's not the name of the film.
I can't move.
Oh, it's not on?
Oh.
Try the digital control. Try the same controller.
Yours? It's mine.
Oh, good.
So it's 2-player, but you've still got to use the same control.
Oh, okay. So don't let those blobs hit you. Jump over them would be. They will eat your armor. They will suck. And you will die.
Naked.
Yeah, they're definitely going for that whole Ghosts and Goblins thing.
Yeah.
I really not hit them at all.
Crouch. And then,
Oh, there we go. Boom.
there you go.
It's almost like a spiritual successor to Ghosts and Goblins in a way.
Did you say spiritual successor or wow, we really tried and we really fucking failed? Because I'm feeling a really like it's like Ghosts and Goblins and Golden Axe try to have a
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, it's a good solid point.
What just happened?
and that baby came out ugly
Why am I purple? Oh.
because you
I
got
was
hit by
poisoned.
Oh, you're poisoned.
And I was also getting shot at with
you get
fire.
hit by a what the hell is going on here? Okay.
Don't worry about it. You're gonna find out.
Oh yeah. I'm home. Oh yeah, not this time. Fucking blue
Ah.
jelly. That's not fool me once, blue jelly. Fool me once.
Ladles. You got some ladles.
Ladle up some justice.
Oh, Jesus. What did you do?
And sometimes chests or dicks. Okay, good to know.
You're on jump.
Where's my butt? Look at that wiggle. Get that wiggle. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, go. Oh god.
I feel like this game would be really stressful in first person.
Yes, it would. Sorry, stressful in third person. So,
He can't reach you.
Oh god. Ah!
You can try though.
He is definitely giving it that college try.
Oh, you have to go through
What
it.
the fuck?
Oh.
How in the mother? No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck up. Fuck up. Oh, fuck you. What the... Alright, so that's awesome. I don't know how to...
Oh, Jesus.
That's bad.
Yeah, I know. There you go.
Okay, so not landing on the spiky bits. Got it. Good note.
Apparently I didn't hit the jump button fast enough.
Asshole.
I can actually see myself playing this on a weekend, just like switching back and forth.
Well, especially if this was the arcade game that was available at your local 7-Eleven or wherever it was that you played.
Oh, this is definitely at a this isn't even at a 7-Eleven, I bet. This is at like one of those gas and sips.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't even make it to the 7-Eleven. They're like, we wish this made it to the 7-Eleven.
Oh.
Please accept more time. Oh good. Oh, please accept more time, but please accept the rapening from the skeleton warrior while I'm stuck in the goddamn screen for it. No, not cool, game. Thanks while I'm stuck reading, do I get the skeleton warrior? No, I'm good.
I like that you can't really kill him either.
Oh, God, accept more time while this happens. Yeah, this way there's no
More
reading.
time! Oh, yeah, poison. Any point.
Oh, God. Oh, good. Oh, there's a pal from frickin' 1942. Thank God.
Exit!
But
I like
she's
that
not
there's
giving
an
me
exit in a dungeon.
but no armor to speak of. What? Wait, let's just go back now?
Yeah.
What? Oh, look. Thanks for the Zenny coins and the PAL from 1942, but could I have at least, I don't know, add some flippin' armor? That would have been nice to have armor. Armor? Maybe a little armor? Cheap bastards.
Nope, you only get save points. Or them save points.
Alright.
Oh, the one you got for killing him disappeared already. That
You're a bat, and I'm gonna kill you. No, I don't want to talk about tiny bat! Oh! I hate you so much!
sucks. Oh, my.
I hate you so much, game!
Oh, that's good.
I hate you gas and sip version of Golden Axe. Fucking hybrid. No, I don't want to continue. I'm good.
Continue!
You're good?
No, I'm good. I don't want to continue. This.
But if you had one in a first-person perspective within that storyline,
Oh.
you'd be able to pick the best of whatever mechs were left.
Oh.
See?
You gotta go that way. No, it's with the arrows. See, that's what you can't.
Fuck the arrows.
You can't deviate.
I'm going my
This
own
isn't.
way.
This isn't the thing where you get to go backwards as fast as you can, pedal to the metal. No, this is not one of those things. By the way, spoiler alert. And
Yeah, right?
you don't go into the spiky bits.
I wanted the coin!
You're greed. You're greed.
It came for you. It really did.
Alright.
Alright, so Travis, let's ask you first here. Probably your first time playing it. Black Tiger.
I probably blacked it out of my memory. I'm sure I've seen it before because it's in my wheelhouse of time I was at an arcade. But I'm gonna just say okay.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, because it is exactly what I think it is. It's like Ghouls and Ghosts meets fucking Golden Axe, and then they have Capcom's lovely POW from 1942 thrown in there for funsies. I'm like,
Sure.
no, you guys dialed this in. You dialed it in.
Mhm.
Black Tiger, you done dialed it in. It's just okay for me.
But it gets an entire chapter in the book, too. Marjorie.
I feel bad, but I really actually enjoyed this game. I feel like it's one of those games that I would sit and play for hours just because I want to win.
Nice. I feel that. So you would call it a fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was stressful, and it was the whole timing on things can be a bitch.
Yeah, oh, no doubt.
But
If you can imagine trying to beat that on 1 quarter,
you know.
and like beating the entire game on 1 quarter, and that's, yeah, there you go. Go ahead and hit escape if you would.
I got better games to play with Mel Porter.
You do, and this one I'm going to suggest you use the mouse instead of the controller. It is Tempest. It's time for Tempest.
Oh, it's time for Tempest.
So again, you press the number 5 to put in a quarter, and you press after that. I believe it's your left fire button is your regular fire. Your right fire button is your super zapper to clear everything on the screen, and you get a new super zapper with each level. So go ahead and hit the number 1 to start, and pick your starting level. That's probably smart. There you go.
ever since.
Yeah, Intimidation saying, ooh, Tempest. Yeah, this is one of the great arcade games.
I moved this out of the way.
Yeah, do what you need to do.
Oh god, it's gonna do a little bit. Oh god, it's so long ago since I played this. Oh god, it's been so long.
I don't even understand what's happening.
So, you notice that he's along the outside of the edge. In the arcade, it's a dial that you would actually use to go back and forth, but he's using the mouse to go back and forth, left and right, to go around. And you're trying to... It's basically, the way that they said it was like a 3D style Space Invaders is really what it was. Because you're trying to kill the things that are coming at you.
Oh, coming down the corridors. Okay.
Correct. Those red things, like anything touches you, then you lose life. Like that. So the purple one will break into two, and then you'll have two of those red things after you.
It's so hard to do this with a mouse.
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult than it is with a dial. That's for sure. Go ahead, and Marjorie can go ahead and give that a crack. One to start.
Get this out of the way. There.
Yeah, and make it comfortable there. You might want to start there. So yeah, left button to you, and you can just hold it in too. You can keep triggering it if you like as well, but you can also hold it in. Yeah, not many dial controllers lying around these days. You are not kidding. So each time you get a super zapper, which is basically a get out of jail free card sort of thing. If you press your right mouse trigger, it'll kill everything on the screen. So like if you know you're in trouble, click the right mouse and you're good. And this plays a major role in the
I wasn't allowed to do it.
Is it not?
Yeah, it's not.
It's-
Yeah,
okay.
It wasn't doing it for me either.
So I'll fix that here after Marjorie's game, because then you'll be on even playing ground.
Yeah, I wondered about that because I was like,
I feel lied to.
It's okay. I was lied to too. It's okay.
Yeah, you're both lied to.
It's okay. It's fine.
This is a good practice run. This one doesn't count for either of you.
He's the Sorrento of our show. It's fine. Whatever. It's totally fine. It's fine.
I was thinking more the Halliday, but yeah, that works.
You went from Halliday to Sorrento on us, buddy. It's fine. You're like, no, it's fine. We'll give you the right mouse click. It's so we'll give you the super zapper.
We'll only charge you. We can take up 80% of your space.
Seizures.
Yeah, avoid the spikes there. That's one of the things you're gonna do is the green spikes.
Definitely need it.
You did.
Sure did.
Margot versus.
Fun time tonight? That's nice. Good job.
I did good.
You did good, kid. You
You're
did good.
doing really well, actually.
He loves me. No. Ow.
But if you fail, you have no fun.
And so you get to enter in your initials. It looks like they're player one.
First, ooh. Are you ready?
I see what you did there. It's with the mouse. Yeah.
Oh,
So you're still with
God.
the mouse.
Because again, this is pretending. The laptop is pretending that it's an arcade machine. There you go, Match versus.
Match versus.
That sounds weird. It's not.
She got one. Okay,
Gosh.
she got
Oh,
one
God, the
out
one
of
that
4.
mattered.
That's like 25% versus.
It's player one. Oh, that was player one. Was her though? That's right. There you go. Okay, because that's right. Okay, so what we need to do here is go into the
Margot
this.
versus.
Yeah. So let's do this here. Press your right trigger. Yeah, right click. There it is. That's perfect. And mouse B0 is working. So try that now. See if that's any better.
Let's game over.
Yeah, you got to hit number 5
Number 5.
to put in a quarter, and then yeah, there you go.
All right.
Hopefully this will work good. In theory, you should have a super zapper now.
Super.
Oh, jeez. Oh, dear.
Oh gosh, dear.
Oh, dear, no.
Oh no.
Oh, there's so many little bow ties coming at me. Oh, no, I forgot
Oh,
to
you
move.
turned into a precious snowflake.
Oh,
gosh,
there, oh, gosh.
Oh, precious
Oh,
snowflake.
oh.
You got things going there for you.
Oh, there, the super zapper's on point there. Don't you dare. Don't you
you
just
know.
look out. Oh, there's the
Oh,
super
there-
zapper. It's
there's
working
the
now.
zapper now.
Oh, I gotta watch out for those little tiny dots there.
They have a, it's not functional yet, but they have a
jeez.
Tempest arcade machine at Jedi Alliance.
Oh,
now.
why did I move?
It's not functional.
Not yet.
I not.
Oh
do
gosh, dear, you just.
I don't know how to
you
do
just
this
didn't
game.
get there.
Oh, there.
It's okay. It'll be Margot versus. It's okay.
What are you doing with the voice? What is
I don't
that?
know.
What do you
Do I ever really know to be honest?
go to 11?
No, no.
You go to 11.
It's fine, I can call him anyway.
You probably could, because I can't Tempest shit. I am not a Tempest player without... This is a mouse game, and I'm not a mouse player.
I remember that time I played against Trav, and I might have even won, but at the end of the day, he should still grow the goatee back.
Jeff wants you to grow that goatee.
He really does.
You should have done that for his birthday.
I should have grown back a goatee.
There you go. There's your Super Zapper.
Oh, just used it too early. See, my thing is I run into the bolts. I don't pay attention. I run into the bolts. Them little tiny dots. I look at the bow ties too much. And then the bolts get me, and I'm like, I should get away from them. I don't have to hit the bolts. Like, then the bow ties just...
Oh, yeah.
I feel like a spider.
And it takes a special type of monitor to really have the graphics pop like they're supposed to.
That's okay. No, I'm not using the graphics. It's just it's user error for me.
Sure. But like normally it would pop on the screen a lot more than it does. Which is one of the reasons why the Jedi Alliance's machine isn't working, is because replacing those vector monitors is super expensive. Because they don't make them anymore.
Damn it. So if you've got a vector monitor just lying around, you should just donate here in Spokane.
Okay, yeah, so avoid the spikes.
Avoid the spikes!
That's the spikes.
Oh, hello.
The green is your spikes.
Oh, no, but you still won, though.
Well, you did. Go ahead and
Mark reverse.
maybe give it one more time. 3 out of 5, because it is such a quick game.
3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. 5 out of 7.
25 out of 9.
25 out of 9. We'll go all goddamn night. I don't care.
Can we get fucked?
Wait, what?
Can we get fucked?
Oh yeah, fuck's good.
Oh no, I gotta run away.
Oh no, you're trapped.
I know, I was like, that's a delay.
One of my favorite places with that was in Bellingham, I believe it was called What the Fuck.
What the fuck?
Oh god.
I like Venus.
I haven't tried Venus.
Oh, those are
Venus
screwed.
is precious.
I was like, there's so many bow ties.
Oh, the boy ties. Oh gosh, dear.
Oh god, I really like want to like spin shot. I'm like having trouble doing that with this house.
Yeah.
Like spread shotting. Like,
Yeah.
That's my issue.
When
If
I
you can
first did, I
imagine
was trying to do I was trying to get it to spin with it.
If you can imagine a dial for
I feel
this.
like I have a better time with the dial, actually.
Yeah, which is that's what it's made to do. There, it was pretty damn good. But still, the mouse is a hell of a lot better than trying to use a joystick for this.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh hell yeah. Oh, see, like that is trying to line up, and I'm having the worst time with that. I'm like,
And you can have even more than one super zapper on a level that you can use, but boy oh boy, that second super zapper tends to be just about useless.
Back over. It's just could you, sir? Could you maybe,
Sir. Sir.
Spikes.
And you can shoot even when you're on the way out too, so like that is a key thing for those spikes especially. Nicely played. Yeah, that was a good time to drop one.
I know. I usually have a tough time trying to drop one tonight. Oh god.
See, that's what I mean. That second super zapper is useless.
I know. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Shoot.
Oh, by the way, the little Girl Scouts that sell the world famous candy can buy.
There it is.
Oh damn! I came up on it. Just failed.
That's one of the things that I was hoping that they would do with the Atari box that I doubt they're going to do is the different controllers.
The new one?
Yeah, that Atari box thing that they're now calling the VCS, which is...
It's got a single, it's got the single stick, it's got like almost like a, that kind of control.
Yeah, I noticed that's the two that they saw, but like it doesn't look like they're bringing back paddles or anything.
Not doing the paddles,
And that's really silly because that's why I would actually buy one of those, is if they did like an arcade version of Tempest where you have an actual dial controller. I'd be all in.
Give them time. I put myself on the...
Hey, I'm on the registration list or whatever too.
I'm also on the press list.
Nice.
I was like, I gotta be on the press list.
I mean, it looks pretty, but I really just... I mean, I've been... The fact that they've been releasing so little information up front and that they're trying to basically get pre-sales is telling me that they don't have enough money to, they're not willing to risk the money in case it's not successful. You know.
Can't risk it for the biscuit.
Well, they're trying to go off the name of the rapper at the moment. I'm
Sure.
just like, no, you gotta give us more than that, dude. Like, people want more. They want more. They want this to be good.
Oh, yeah.
They also want more.
Like I love retro stuff, clearly,
Yeah.
but they have not convinced me just yet.
How about they just give us a free one? We'll try it out right now.
There you go.
That's what I want.
That's what it is.
Traverses, we'll try it out for you.
Traverses will review it.
I will review the hell out of it, and then we'll do it on High Score Club, and then which is also on Twitch, by the way.
Oh yeah, at 7 p.m. on most nights.
Yes, except for tonight.
Yeah, Thursdays are the night that it's not because Traverses.
We're here. We're on right now. So
I probably could like pre-record an episode. Come to think of it,
I would do one on Thursday. Pre-recorded.
and just do like a half an hour one where it's not competing.
Yeah, we just play it out before, or we can do like before and after.
There you go. Wouldn't be opposed. Bam!
Now, just beat 13,285. Just avoid that bow tie.
Yeah,
avoid
and
the
keep
flag.
shooting.
Go avoid the flag.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, make sure you're not in the way of the green spike.
Oh, that sucks.
That was all right though. You did pretty damn good. Looks like Mr. Travis has pulled ahead to have the victory.
Except, the other two games.
Yeah,
No, but it's fine.
I mean for this one.
But for this one, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
for this
doesn't
one,
matter.
yeah,
Only this one.
No, but it's only this one. Look, my name is right there.
Oh my
For all
God.
time. For all
And
time.
I
how
think
many
it
times
actually
did
does
Egg
save.
Get on there?
It does save on the laptop because I was noticing on Robotron or whatever there was a GC. And that's me.
Exactly.
Yeah, very nicely done. So yeah, and remember the show is named after him. That's absolutely true.
It's
Intimidation.
true.
So,
Dang it.
Thank
so who
you.
wants to talk about this one first?
I guess I could go.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's still super fun. I'm not going to blame the mouse for this because it's not the mouse's fault.
Sure.
For this game being
Well,
amazing.
you both had the
Yeah.
same advantage and disadvantage there.
Yeah.
No, and it's not the mouse that makes this game. It's the game that makes this game. And Tempest is amazing. So it is super fun. It's just fun. It's just chaos. These games are chaos. I think it's just like, it's super bright and fun and crazy, and I love it. It's
Absolutely.
classic. It's super fun.
Oh my god.
Marjorie.
I would definitely say this is a really fun game. It's very simplistic, but I really enjoy how simplistic they made it.
Sure.
And yeah, it's super fun. I'd love to play it on the actual, with the little swivel thingy. That'd be fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So this is, as you saw, it was Puckman.
Fuck
Who
man.
sneezed all over the names of my ghosts, by the way? I'm sorry.
Yeah. See, now we were actually back to this.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
this one has the speed up hack, so where it is a faster
Oh.
version of the game than what it would be in the arcades.
Oh,
There you
oh,
go. Have fun.
oh, puck my life. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, what is
So
this?
go ahead, and I
Oh,
believe
God.
you want to hit the number 5 for a quarter, and then 1, and I'll try this down a bit.
Bring the pain. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, good Lord, no. Oh, why am I moving at such breakneck speed? No. No, God, I can't even. Good Lord. Oh, God, my turning is going to be balls. Okay.
Well, yeah, because the other problem is that it's you need a 4-way joystick, and you have an 8-way or more
Yeah,
joystick.
this is going to be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
Or okay. Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
Can you not use the directional pad?
Can I not?
Baron Frostshot said that's far too fast, Glenn. He's absolutely right. This is more for my amusement than anything.
Oh, good. Sorrento strikes again! It's fine. Yeah, guess what? I'm coming in the tunnel, bitch! Oh, God. Son of a goddamn motherfucking eat shit. Okay.
So this is definitely another game that comes into play for Ready Player One, but normally not this fast.
Because no, it's more for the sadism over here.
Ugh.
Woo!
You got past the first level. That's amazing.
You should see if you use the directional pad.
Nope, I can't.
You can actually use the arrows, I think. Down, up. Oh, did you try?
Tried it. Tried it. Failed it. It's a strawberry! It's a strawberry! It's for 300! No! Damn.
You're doing pretty damn good. Oh, so close.
Try not to go down.
I think what was more stressful was the music was getting faster.
Oh yeah, that's what it does too. Can we rock? What's up, Doc? All right, there it is. Nicely done.
Oh, Lord.
That's far too fast compared to what he should be.
Oh god. I'm gonna work out. I'm sweating. Is it weird to sweat when I'm playing Pac-Man? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's so weird. Oh god.
I was like a little here's a little reprieve for you. Here's some fun music.
Yeah, that was one of the first games I'd ever heard of that had intermissions.
Oh god. I shouldn't have tried it. I shouldn't have tried it. Risked it. I
You risked it for the biscuit and you got nothing.
Have fun.
That's
I
beautiful.
don't want to.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. It's gonna be fun.
No.
11,850.
I
And
know
go.
I'll not beat that.
And go. Have fun. Holy shit. Oh god. This is so weird.
Yeah.
It's so. Don't hesitate. Just go with your feelings. Just go with your feelings. Now remember, when they're blue, you are the predator. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate.
Walk him, motherfucking walk up.
Use all of them right away. That is everyone's downfall.
I just want that one. Come back. I just want that one.
Barry Frostchild believes in you.
Oh my
Wow.
god! You got so lucky! Oh my god! Yeah.
Okay.
Making it happen.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Waka Waka, Texas Ranger.
Hey, you can do this. Oh yeah, you got it.
Hell yes.
Yes! Leave the ball for yourself. Absolutely. I don't want to talk to you. He likes you. He wants to be your friend. Oh god.
Nicely done.
I didn't do that on purpose. I just couldn't move the joystick.
Hey, whatever works. Kind of killing it. We got a ringer here.
Oh!
You haven't lost a life yet, I don't believe.
It's fine, you're fine. I really doesn't eat him either. He just rolls by like, I'm fucking huge! You're doing fine, you're doing fine, don't worry about it. You're doing fine. Did you ever see The Wizard? Because, like, she's, like, doing that right now. She's
Oh
just,
yeah,
like,
in the zone.
yeah. Jesus. Oh, lucky. Oh, dear. Really? Yep. That's gonna happen. Oh, there's the extra life. And, yep. There it is. Oh, there it is. Nice.
Very
You
nice.
got the extra life. And there you go. Yeah. That was my score. There we go. What will you do now with no power pellets, Marjorie? No, it's good. No, it's just fucking destroyed my score, so whatever. There we go. Nice.
down.
Yeah, oh.
And that's how it's
Oh,
done.
there it is. Yeah.
Way to destroy it in the best of ways.
I like how they're just like, fuck The power pellets are useless now.
It's almost like a metaphor for drugs.
I know. Exactly. It's just like, no. You've built up a tolerance to them now. Fuck this. No. Like, no, sorry. The drugs don't work nearly as much anymore. Sorry.
Smart move, by the way.
Oh!
Hell yes.
Oh! Did you feel your butt pucker on that one? Because my butt puckered on that one. He's like, what?
My heart hurts. And it might just be all the caffeine I
Yeah, Intimidation is impressed here with a wow LOL. Go, Marjorie, go.
Oh, there it is. What?
Have you ever been much of a Pac-Man player? Well, maybe you should start.
Right? Somebody found her calling. Oh, God. Oh! Oh!
Pretty sure Travis is getting shit on in the non-sexy way right now.
Wait, there's a sexy way for this? We can find it, though.
20,000 even.
Woo! That's one of the short power pellet levels. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. It's one of the drugs wore off levels. Oh, God. Oh, shit! That was so fucking nuts! Oh! Good run, though. Good run. Whoa.
So while you're feeling it there, Marjorie, what was your thought of Pac-Man with the high speed?
Dude, she peed in the couch. Oh, what the hell? Oh, this chair is wet.
Maybe we should come back to Marjorie.
Holy God. Oh, we need some plastic on the chair. Oh, this is... Oh.
So what do you think there, Marjorie?
She's gonna need a juice and a nap. Okay, she's good. She's okay. She's okay. She's good. She's
Which, I
good.
mean, if I played at normal speed, I think I could get a high score, but oh my god.
Oh,
You
you got
did.
a high
You just
score.
did.
You just
No.
like raped
That's
high
beautiful.
score right in the face. Oh my
What was your
God.
thought? What was your thought on that? Was that fun? Okay.
That's fun. That's Marjorie. That was fun. She thought it was super fun.
No.
Super
Oh,
fun.
my heart hurts.
Oh my God, that was super fun
My
for
heart
her.
hurts a lot.
How about you, Travis?
Holy shit. Wow. Holy shit. Pac-Man on crack. That was really fun. Yeah, I was like, I didn't think I was actually gonna be able to play that at all, let alone get to like the score I got to anyway. So yeah, no, it was fun. It was fun.
Fantastic. Well,
I like the mod. That was really cool.
I think one of our last ones here probably
Oh
For the-
no.
Space Invaders.
is the classic original Space Invaders, which gets referenced a couple times there.
I
So.
love that she's excited, but she doesn't probably. You don't.
I don't know what
you,
this is.
you don't know the stress of this game. Okay.
It's,
observe.
I don't think anything will ever compare to the high speed.
Oh no! Observe the stress that is Space
high
Invaders.
pitched like whistle blows.
No. Observe the stress that will be this game. You're gonna know. You're gonna know in a minute.
Nothing beats high speed Pac-Man though.
Oh, observe. See, watch. See what they're doing? Do you understand the situation that we're in? You understand the pain that will be wrought?
So they're firing back at you, you're firing at them, and if they reach the ground, you're dead.
Ow.
Skill shot, motherfucker! It's a lot of wasted youth right there. That skill shot. Yeah, they drop down and then they change direction and then drop down faster. And they reach the ground. It's bad. If I get shot, it's bad.
Yeah, early sniper game, as it says, 2 thumbs up, would panic, and fold into the fetal position again. That's beautiful.
I need a T-shirt that says that.
So now, you'll notice the other bit of it right there is that if they reach the edge of the screen, they go back the other way.
It's like a typewriter.
It is.
Typewriter of Doom!
So you kind of want to take out the ones on the end to make sure. That is so much louder than everything else.
Yeah.
I don't think it is like that in the arcade.
Cracker.
Now
Ah!
they have to travel further in order to come down. So it is advisable to take out
How do I shoot?
just probably A. Yeah.
Hey, button.
So there you go. The current high score is 10-20, and so let's see what happens here.
Okay. Just a few minutes left. Here we go. The world rests on your shoulders.
And yeah, and those bases are basically just protection,
Yeah.
you know, but you can shoot through them as well.
It's madness, but you can. Also, don't get shot.
Yeah, that's the biggie.
I heard don't get dead.
There was rumors that in Japan that this game was so popular when it came out that it caused a coin shortage. Was the I don't know how accurate that is because there are there are disagreements about how true that is.